I never said that there was anything wrong. He found his lotto ticket, but don't berate and denigrate other people for not doing it the way that you profess when you didn't do it that way.
Why do you keep saying that? Like I don't understand what's your
Okay, I'm gonna
logic
say it
behind
again for
saying
the
that.
slow people. You knock on people, but you didn't do it the way that most people do it. You said, I'm the dude in the gym, I'm the bouncer, I'm the life of the party, I'm that dude. But you found yours online pressing buttons, and you said from your own mouth, you went through a couple, and this one gave you rhythm online. You felt her vibe online.
What's wrong
You
with
don't
that?
you don't see the
The
disconnect?
the whole point of me pointing out me being outside and all that other shit is because I don't have a problem with going out and talking to women. So just so happened that I was friends with this woman on Facebook and we built a friendship, and then something else came from that. It happened organically, the same way that it would happen if I go outside and talk to a woman outside. It doesn't change. The only thing that changes is the person that I spoke to, the person that I connected with, and the person that I chose. So for you to continue to bring up, oh, you met her online, like
That's all
that's the
you
only
hear.
way, like that's the only way that I can meet a woman. That's completely false.
I qualify my statement. You care not to listen. I
What
qualified my statement.
you keep
You
mentioning
you need you
me
need
meeting her
Q-tips.
on the internet. That carries no weight. That does not
Why? Okay,
change
so
my
you
point.
missed the part where I give you pushback. Stop denigrating people. You didn't do it the traditional way. You
I
found yours
did do it the
online, but you're
traditional
out
way.
here telling people that they're broken and something's wrong with them. But you didn't do it the natural way. You went and
What
pushed buttons.
I said, if you're not having sex in 2025 where you can go and pay for it, then yes, there's something wrong with you.
You said more than that. You said if someone is not in a healthy, gainful relationship before you qualified that there's something wrong with them. Then you had others piling saying, with all these women did the numbers and said that it should be easy for you to find a woman that you can cleave to. Easy. Then y'all spun the block. When the numbers was given by Trev, your whole story changed. You stopped with the
My
80,
story
you
didn't
went down to the
change.
30. Wait, you went from the 80 down to the 30. Am I wrong? Did I miss something?
I said 80.
You said there was a large amount of women out there. You can find it. It's easy. When the numbers were given to you, you said it was a low percentage. Did you not?
Uh, that 30% is a high percentage to me.
All right, y'all. We gotta
I
go
mean,
ahead and
I don't know how many
yeah,
times
we
I
gotta
got to
get
keep
some other folks,
saying the
man.
same
Some other
shit over
folks.
and over.
No, I was just saying, I tried, man. I tried like last week to try and get them to, but that knife,
I
they gonna
tried.
fight to the death, man.
I
I know.
tried.
I saw y'all
I
tried.
kept.
It lasted about a
All right,
day.
let's
You know
get
what I'm
back on
saying?
topic. Let's get back on topic. Let's get back on topic. I mean, basically, up in that last clip, he was just talking about finding somebody that aligns with your lifestyle, that aligns with you,
Oh
which I
yeah,
think, yeah, which I
I
do think
forgot
a lot
about
of
that.
men
Yeah,
do feel that. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah. You definitely have to. You can't you see these brothers that try and get one out the strip club and then be mad that she was stripping. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. You can't do that. Or or a woman, are you in the streets? Well, you knew he was a street nigga when you got him. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, you gotta get with who you align with. You know what I'm saying? Shout out one of my brothers, man. But he was at the time he was, an aspiring rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like, it only made sense for him to get with a dancer. You know what I'm saying? And it worked out worked out pretty well for him at the time. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, get with somebody that's in that life that y'all can complement each other, because if you you a school teacher and she, like he said, and she a dancer or something, it might not work out too well if she out at the club all night and you at work all day. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I definitely agree with him on that.
You got to be able to look at where you are now and engage where you want to be as well. Because that same chick that you met in a strip club, she might not be good for you for the end goal that you want to reach. You know what I'm saying? And in some cases, she just might be, if she has goals as well that doesn't just end at the strip club. You know what I'm saying? So I think men still, I think people make decisions on what they feel now, much rather than taking into consideration what will come 5, 10, 20 years down the line. Because if this woman isn't going to invest nothing into me that I know is going to be beneficial once I turn 40, 50, 60 years old, then you're wasting your time.
Yeah, I think it goes back to what Luis was saying in terms of, dating, within your circle, right? Your circle of influence, your social circle, right? So like, I've known my wife since high school, right? And we reconnected later in life. My son, him and his woman have known each other since high school, and he's 22 now, right? So they've been together since high school. So I agree with that, right? But I also think that a big component that we're leaving out, because it's not, I'm an entertainer, you an entertainer, let's entertain together, because that don't always work out, right? But I do think the part that we leaving out, or we haven't addressed yet, is making sure we talk about being on purpose and stuff like that, right? But you if you intentional about looking for a help me, you got to give her something to help. You got to give her something to help. If there's nothing for her to help, there's no reason for you to be out here searching. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm staying on big business. Some good women out here, man. I think a lot of good sisters get looked over because there are some among us, we having our fun. You know what I'm saying? When I was in the A, I had it my way. 7 ways to Sunday. You understand what I'm saying? And I had a cold mouthpiece about mine. I had no issues with talking to people, to females that I qualified for. So that's the other caveat, right? Like, I was very clear and understood the type of female I qualified for. You understand what I'm saying? I had no problem with getting that. But when I got intentional about settling down and being serious, I aligned, I conducted and carried myself in a way that positioned me to do that. And I'm gonna yield that mic.
I think really that interesting point you had was well, it brought this thought to my mind. If you're not meeting the women in the club and you're not meeting them in social settings that you create yourself, are you the type of man that your friend will hook up with his sister? I think that's something to ask, because that social circle might be even better than anything, because your man ain't gonna put you with a bogus, you know what I'm saying? And if he feel confident in putting you on with his sister, it's probably a good chance that he, once the relationship could work, y'all might be compatible. But two, he then pre-vetting for you, because he knows, like, you gonna come back to him like, man, your sister is XYZ. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, that's something to think about. If your friend got a single sister, maybe figure out why they haven't put you on her, or tried to, at least, if you're attracted to her. I don't know. That's the thought I got when you were speaking, really.